Alright. I think I am ready. I think I'm ready to do probably the stream that I've been wanting to do for a while. And it is something that I've been wanting to explain. I've been extremely excited about. I have been very eager to show off what can be done, and I forgot to turn off my notifications. Give me 1 second here. To show what we can really truly do with modding the Origami King. I know I've been being a dead horse. I know that on Twitter, Discord, and everywhere I talk about it. I know I keep talking about this game. You guys are probably sick of it by now. For that, I do apologize. But there's good reason. And Mario keeps walking into the wall because like I need a new Pro controller, unfortunately, because mine is just it's starting to drift and it sucks. But that's the point. That's not why we're here. That's not why we're here. So after 2.5 years, just about, of straight modding this game, doing research and everything, you know, I've been able to, with the help of many people, this is not a solo project at all. I have been finally able to get this game to a point to where we can potentially change all of the things that is wrong with it. And the next major thing is going to be editing the battles, and this is the thing that I'm most excited for. Now, this is going to be something a little bit different because I'm going to be speaking into some like very super nerd terms right now. So I'll try to keep things as slow and understandable as possible because again, it's a lot of information, but I'll try to make it as simple as possible. But here's how this is going to go. So I have what I'm going to be showing. I'm going to be showing the actual game itself, so that way we can do all the tests that we have. The other thing that I'm going to show is I'm going to be showing. Here it is. Origami wand itself. So this is what the actual tool that we use to edit the data tables and everything is. And right now we can't save the battle file, but we can still view it and make labels and stuff. And that's what I'm doing right now. And on the topic of that, how I'm actually doing these edits right now is I'm using HXD hex editor. So we're going to be hex editing the game. We're going to be looking at the data tables. We're going to be actually making everything work. So let's get right back over here. Now, the very first thing, I'm going to show this again. This is what I showed earlier on Twitter. The very first thing that we were able to actually pull off, and it's one of the ones that I've been trying to find for like the longest time personally. Also, let me make sure that the audio isn't double. That's my bad. If the audio was double right there, I apologize. I forgot that I had like a second window open, but that's my bad. Anyway, so as I showed on Twitter, let's just go ahead and solve. No, I don't solve my puzzles. I let the game solve the puzzles for me. I don't even solve my own puzzles. Why would I ever do that? So I'm going to go ahead and set this up and show off what I did earlier. And what I did earlier, the only thing I really did was, well, two things actually. The first thing is I was able to finally locate in Hex where the attack damage is listed and where I don't know if it's the attack element type itself or the element graphics, because it doesn't actually give us an element boost. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So we're going to use these boots. We're going to jump on these spikes, doing 137 and nothing to that, of course, because of course not. Why would it ever be easy? And that's all great damage, but if it did excellent, then we're doing 457 damage and 137 the last one. So it is possible. I'm gonna let Professor Toad knock out this snow spike. So the coolest thing about doing this is that there are individual values itself for whether or not you you don't hit the action command, or whether you get nice, great, or excellent. So you can potentially have 4 different attack values for all your attacks as Mario. which is like really cool. So I should use the hammer here, but I'm gonna let Professor Toad do the work here. There we go. Knock that out. Get him out the way. He's just a demo anyway. Just a demo. Alright, so Mario, I'm gonna put you over here so we can walk into a wall and some more and let the Procon drift. Oh, it's not drifting anymore. Alright, so that was just a simple thing. That was just boots. So what I want to show off here now, let me switch views. See what we're talking about here. Let's go over to, let's see. So let's go over to Origami Wand here, and what I want to show you, so this is the entire data table for like the entire battle system. Like everything that has to do with how the battle works is all in this file. So we have, here, let me close this here. We have all the actors in the battle. So Mario himself, we have Kerr, which is Karibo, so that's Goomba. So everything in here. And if we wanted to just add an enemy, all we would need to do is just hit this copy button right here. And boom. Now we have another enemy right there. Easy peasy. Click X, get that out of here. Let's see, something that everybody wants to know, and I showed this all before, but let me go down here. Where they at? Where they at? No. Did I pass them? I think I passed them. Looks like, here we go. So here are the partners themselves. So when it comes time, I can't do it on stream here tonight because it would take a lot of stuff I'd have to create. But hitting this copy, now we have a new partner that we can actually use in the game. So we can add partners in the game, and I'm going to do that like later on down the line when I actually have all the resources to do so. But right now, I'm not going to waste my time explaining that at all because it's just a lot of extra stuff. But what we're going to focus on is we're going to focus specifically on attacks, because with the attacks, and this is what I was talking about here, with the attacks, I want to kind of explain how they work and explain the difference between boss battles and regular battles. So there are common attack variants of stuff, and there's boss battle attack variants. So this is why how the game works for this is specifically for targeting. So for example, if you were targeting a boss, you're only going to attack it in the center. If you're targeting regular enemies, you're going to attack it on line with boost, stuff like that. But the good stuff is all this stuff with a whole bunch of zeros and random numbers. Other stuff. This is all the good stuff. This is the meat and potatoes. This is what we want to see, because right here is all the attack damage I just explained. All right, so that's cool. We changed this to whatever, and how it works is we all know that with Mario, his attack scales with it's very weird. It's the more HP Mario has, the higher his attack is, which is kind of weird how to do that. But so it would be like his base attack is 50 plus whatever that multiplier is for Mario's health. Nice, it's 50 plus 19 plus his attack power. So that's how that works. So you're going to need to do like some math on your own how you want to do that. But that's just for boots and hammers. It doesn't affect items at all. So that's just for these things. This damage increased range. If you wanted Mario's damage to be in a range between here, let me see if I can find something. I might be able to find something like this to kind of explain this a little bit better. Let's do, hold on. Let's do you have one? No, you do not. I want to see if I can find, I don't think I can find an enemy with this. I do not know if I can find an enemy with this. I know somebody has. Somebody has this value. Somebody has this thing somewhere. Here we go. So damage increase range. Here we go. So this right here basically means that an attack can be a random number between the base. So say the base is like here's like 2. So it can be 2, it can be 3, or it can be 4. So it's up to 2 could that damage be. So it's kind of like weird how you can do that. So you can have random damage attacks if you want to do that. So can you make Mario completely bald for the mod? I don't want to see bald Mario, actually. So unfortunately I cannot do that. Honestly, I feel like if I made bald Mario, he would just look like an old SML video, and I don't really want to. I don't really want to make a reference to that. So that's all like the boring kind of nerd talk. I wanted to kind of get that out the way. So the actual fun stuff is going to be done in the game itself. So let's get back over to here. So here's what I want you all to do. The whole point of me wanting to do this is for 2 reasons. One, I want to experiment. There's different ideas that I have, and right now, I believe I have like all the weapons and stuff already. Yeah, I have a bunch of iron boots, super boots, or whatnot. So I can like edit all these attacks, right? So what I kind of want to know from you all is, what ideas do you have attack-wise? Do you want to see the difference in the scalable attacks? Do you want me to try to do more elemental stuff? Like, give me an idea of something to do, and I'll try that. In the meantime, I'm also going to look at... Actually, let me do something here. So iron boots. The super boots. And let's do the power jump boots. And just for the record, anybody that's not familiar with the Refolded mod, these are different boots that I made a long time ago for Refolded. So these are actually power jump and actually mega jump boots. And actually, you know, let me do the same with my let me do the same with this. Do elemental weaknesses exist in this game? If so, what would be weak to the Zap Hammer? Yes, they do exist. You can see that with ice and fire enemies, which is why I'm in here, because there's ice and fire enemies in this map. And anything mechanical or aquatic. Aquatic was a given, but I did not think about mechanical. That'd be interesting, actually. I don't want to use like Pokemon rules, but I think that's good enough. So let's do shiny hammer, hurl hammer, because this is important. So there's something I want to show off here. And chill hammer, actually, because I want to do something with the chill hammer. I want to try to give chill hammer the unused electric hammer effect. If I can pull that off, then getting the zap hammer to actually like work right will be very, very, very easy, and I'll be excited to do that. So we got all of those. So before we get into a battle, here's how this works. Now, let's switch over to... Let's switch back over to Origami Wand so I can show you what I'm seeing here. So, what I'm looking for is... I'm looking for those attacks. So, let's do the Ice Hammer, because that's easy. So, here's Ice Hammer. Base attack damage is 14. Here's nice, great, and excellent. Not exactly sure what these do, but I'm going to find that out. This value right here, which I just recently found out what is, changes whether or not an attack can hit grounded enemies or flying enemies. So I'm actually going to change this because I want to see... Let's see. So I need to change this 1814. Let's see. I need to change that over to... So I gotta find 790. So now what I'm about to do here is I want to look for this 790 in hex. So let me switch windows. So we are going to go to HXD, hexadecimal. Alright, let's see. What about the Ba Hammer, Super Boots, or the other one-use items? So, I think there is a sleep effect in the game. I just don't really remember it off the top of my head, though. But I would want to try to do that. Dry bones are resistant to fire in the main game, so it's weird in the RPGs that it hurts them. What I think, I kind of halfway remember in a Paper Mario game that dry bones were resistant to fire. I don't remember which one, but I'm pretty sure they were. So what I'm looking for now, and these pop-up windows that show up in this hex editor, you might not be able to see, but that's fine. You'll know what I'm talking about here in a second. So what I'm looking for now is I'm looking for a certain value. I'm looking for 790, specifically all instances of that in hex. And here we go, right here. So now I need to see if I can cross-reference this. Again, this is like there's gonna be a lot of like kind of explanatory. That's not even a word. This is going to be a lot of detailed nerd talk until I get to the good stuff, but I want to try to explain things as much as I can. So this is also a really good point to ask as many questions as possible. The first three is their weakness. See, that's what I thought. I knew it was their weak. Well, I knew it was the weakness, but you know what? That's true. They don't have that weakness in this game. I just realized that. Huh. Okay, anyway, so for hammers, there are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's Ice Hammer is the 12th hammer, so I think in all the modern games they resist fire. If possible, then you know I get it. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My PC is like kind of running slow here. So 9. Let's see, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I believe this here should be our Ice Hammer. And the best way for me to double check that is if I come over back to Origami Wand and look at it. Let's see. So Ice Hammer and Fire Hammer have the same base attack damage of 14. So, or actually a closer number that's next to it. If, no, actually no, let me not do that. Let me see something. Oh no, okay, this will work. This will work. Let me look for. What I'm going to look for next in Hex to make sure I have the right one is this 5, this 3, this 1, this 14 in Hex. So, I know 14 as well, let's see. Would be D. So, let me look for D. So, let's switch back views. I think I caught bronchitis from my mom. That is no good. I hope you recover because bronchitis it sucks. In fact, bronchitis is probably like, I remember being a kid and bronchitis being like the most, like the worst thing I've ever had. I had to get like an inhaler and everything. So, let's see, where was that? So here's, can I, let me expand this really quick. There we go. Now I can see. All right, so here we are. It's all in 4, so obviously this is 2. This is 26. I didn't see any 26. It's 20. I think I may have skipped a spot. Hold on. Let me double check and see, just to make sure I didn't skip anything. Actually, you know what? I can do this even better. Let me look for this other value. Okay, so what I'm looking for here is I'm looking for... Let's see here. Okay, so that's 2. Here we go. 280. I think I found it. 74. 68. This looks correct. The next set of numbers should give me... Okay, so this is 3, 2, 1. So this would be the nice. So this right here, this is nice. This is great damage. This is excellent damage. And this is a base damage of 8. And so if we go back over here to Origami Wand, let me see here. That's a base damage of 8. Oh, that's a base damage of 22, actually, huh? All right, that's because it's the shiny hammer, shiny throw hammer. That makes sense. Let's see, gold hammer doesn't. No, nope. Something else must have. Something else may have something different from this, but you know what? That's fine. What I'm gonna do, here, since there's obviously way more values with this than I anticipated, I'm going to do the reverse. I am instead... Let's see. Instead of making a hammer be able to attack like the boots and hit things in the sky, I'm going to make it so boots can't jump. Which I think would be like a lot funnier. I don't know if this will actually work, but I want to pull it off and see if it does. So I need to find this 1814 right here. Yes, we're definitely messing with the combat. So what I'm doing right now, just for everybody, just so everybody knows what's going on, is that I am showing an example of exactly how I'm finding stuff. And right now, I have to do the long way of doing it through Hex because we can't save in Origami Wand just yet. We're still, Dark Soon, the creator of the tool, still working on saving. So I do have to do it through Hex, but that's okay because it allows me to find exactly what I want to see. So we're going to change this to 1814. We're going to come to this one here. Let's see. Actually, we're going to go to this one. Yep, here it is. Here it is, because this is the one I changed earlier. So this is the boots right here. And this is 1814. What I need to do is change this from 1814 to 790. Let me just double check and make sure it's the right one though. Let's see. Yep, because here's the base damage 50. 19. Yep, okay. On the regular boots again. Yep. 370 for your attack. So I want to see if I change this to 790. Okay. Also, I just realized that I did the wrong one. I meant to do this file here. So let me search this. Go over here. That would explain why I couldn't find the other thing earlier. Was I was using the wrong file, but oh well. All right, 790. All right, it's in use. Can't do it. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I am going to. Oops. Do this. I'm gonna have to close I gotta close the game and then do this edit before I do anything, because what happens is if you try to edit something while it's in use, it doesn't let me do anything for some reason. So let me just do this really quick. Okay. Fortunately, that kind of cuts out our music for a second, but you know what? That's fine. That's fine. Iron Boost should have better damage, just not too much to balance it. Okay, I will look for Iron Boost and I'll try to do that. We'll do that one next. I just want to see if this actually works where I can make Boots not jump. If I can make Boots not jump, that's going to be, like, hilarious. What if it was, like, weighted boots, actually? Meaning, like, short hop boots. Think of this. What if it was boots that, instead of being able to attack flying enemies, it can jump on grounded enemies only, but it does more damage? That's just an idea. Okay, so now that we have that saved, I have to see. Let me compress this file. Now I gotta get it loaded up. Okay, where's that? Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna save this. I mean, the enemy HP would have to get more higher and higher through the streamer. Yeah, I'm gonna look at HP values here in a second too. I want to make it like an impossible to beat enemy too. Like I'll give an enemy a health value of 9,000 or something, just because I want to see what happens. Also need to know like what will or won't crash the game. Okay. Do that again. We should be good to go. I'm about to switch over back to game view. You should exceed that for mean purposes. I will exceed that. Okay. Let's get this going. Okay, so we are testing turning boot. If this value is correct, and this does change it so boots cannot hit air enemies. I gotta find something that actually flies in the air though. I don't really remember. No, nothing down here. Nothing down here. That much I know. Let me go back this way. I think there are swoops in here. I'm in the tower in the ocean. I forget what this tower is called. I want to say Overlook Tower so bad, but it's not the Overlook Tower. Okay, let's go down this way. The Sea Tower, right? That's what this place is called. It's like you only ever have to come here once, so you never come back to it. So you know, I'm not gonna remember that. Get out of here, Dark Koopa. No, Dark Koopa, please. Okay, no, there's something up there. There's nothing up there. There's nothing up there. There's nothing up there for me. I need to find... Oh, you know what? Right outside the tower is spikes. Okay. So spike top in the sea tower. Earth slide when? I don't plan on having spike tops. I just realized why did I pick this enemy? What I didn't want. These are spiked. I don't want to jump on spiked enemies at all. So let's do this. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Hi, so are you modding the battle system? Yes, I am. And right now, what we are about to test if I can make it out of the sea tower, because this is like really annoying how to get out of here. What we're doing, we are testing an edit that I just did to the boots. I am testing to see if I can make it so boots can't jump. Why would I make it so boots can't jump? For the funnies. It's all about the funny. Oh no, come on. There we go. Aren't Dark Koopas supposed to have higher HP and attack? Correct, and we can make that happen. I'll show attack values after to do this thing with the boots, because I want to see if this is possible. Are you gonna make it like 2,000-year door or close to Super Mario. So, it depends on what you mean by close to 2,000-year door and super, because those are very different battle systems. But if you want, if the number one thing you want to know is, will it? Actually, I don't want to go this way. Let's see. Let's go this way. If your question is, will it have a level up system like TTYD? That's not possible that I can do. Why is there a custom recolor in the field, but in the enemy the battle is vanilla? That is because the field enemy and the battle enemy are actually two separate models entirely. And so the model that we're modding right now on stream is what we've been waiting on, so that way we can actually do that. So up until now, everything in the field has been... Oh, I didn't even do that. I killed a Goonie! I killed a Goonie! Anyway, up until now, all of the new enemies that I've shown on Twitter have all been cosmetic. Like this. That was very clearly a Goonie, and these are Crowbers. Those might be a dumb question, but why is Captain Toad with you? Because you can take partners wherever you go now. And, okay, I gotta try this. I gotta try this. Gotta try this. And you see, if boots miss, this is gonna be the funniest thing ever. If they don't miss, then at least you can just see some crazy damage. Yes! 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 Okay, that's good. So, we can make it so Mario can't jump. That is actually really good. That is really, really good. So, we have created no jump boots. That is hilarious. That is actually kind of funny. That is like really funny. I gotta do that again. No jump man. That is pretty funny. So far, like, everything is actually working the way that I and Scrooge and other people have like haven't meant like we anticipated that this would be like what it was, and I'm glad that it's actually coming true. I'm gonna just let Professor Toad like attack all these Crowbers, because I can't jump on them. I can't do anything with them, like, at all. Okay, let's see. Let's cheer. Here we go. So, if we can make boots act as hammers, then very clearly we can make hammers act as boots. I'm not gonna waste my time like making that on stream, because I tried to find a specific one and couldn't find it, but that's no big deal. Is Professor Toad's text boxes when using his field ability modded or still glitchy dummy text? So I know what you mean, and it uses dummy text still, because like all of his text is scripted to work in a certain area. Get all of this. So every other attack still works. We did not break jumping entirely. We just got rid of his regular boots. So alright, that works. Okay, so we know for a fact that that value does indeed mean that an attack is either a jumping attack or a grounded attack. That's good to know. So, are all the hammers permanent? Are the hammers and jumps permanent and do not break? Well, that is a good segue into the next thing that I want to get into. Also, just in case anyone wanted to know, Professor Toad can indeed dig anywhere. So even if you take him somewhere that's like where he's not supposed to go, like here, he can still dig. So no issue there. Do you, let's see. Do you have a partner's menu? There is no partner menu. Let's see. But now, let me, here. Let's go back to Origami Wands. Because I want to show some other things, too. So, going back here, I got to make a note of this to change this value. Because we know what this is now. So, going back here, let's see. Okay, because you were asking if, let's see. Not this. Let's go to Mario here. Not this. So for example, for the what I'm looking for is the weapon damage thing, the durability. But while I'm here, so in this screen here, this is all the different attacks that enemies have and stuff like that, plus their miss rate. So you can have it to where enemies can have like a really strong attack, but they may miss sometimes. So you can do that as well. Let's see what else. Let's see. Where is that at? Where is that at? I think it's under settings. Here we go. So item break rate. Yes, you can change whether or not your weapons are permanent or not. And it is by changing this item break rate and item break cap. So all of this you can change. Another thing too that you can also change, and this is very, 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 very important that I like a lot. We can change. Where's it at? 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 Where is it at? Where is it at? Here we go. Here we go. Party miss rates. You want to get your partners to stop missing their attacks? Change this 25 to a 0. Congratulations. Partners don't miss anymore. Hooray. Easy. Changing that back because I don't really need to mess with this right now. Let's see what else. I just wish there were more Origami characters like Ali and Livia who are original, not just Origami Bowser's minions. So, I agree with that. I think I remember somewhere somebody, I don't remember if it was actually you, because I seen stuff on Twitter. I don't remember if it was somebody that posted like a concept of what if the Legion of Stationery had bosses that were made like Ali and Olivia, and I would actually like to do that if possible. That's a good idea. Do you think you can mod the game to make it like Thousand Year Door battle system? I'm just going to put it out flat out. If anyone is looking for the 64 and TTYD battle system, it is highly unlikely that that will ever happen. Not because it's impossible, but because the work that would entail being able to make that happen is like high. But I'm not saying it's impossible. And here's why. So, what makes the TTYD battle system? So, first things first, get rid of the ring system, right? So, ring system. Here we go. Here's the ring puzzle double right here. You want to get rid of a puzzle, change all these to 0. Boom, done. No more puzzle. Easy. That's really it. That's all you got to do. Attack ranges. Let's go to... So here's the Boots attack range. And it's important too. So right here, and this we still need to look like research. There's a lot of stuff that we don't know yet, but we're going to figure it out over time. But this is the attack range and length for the boots. So this is 1 wide and 4 spaces long, which is why boots attack in a line. So if you wanted to have boots only attack one enemy, change this 4 to a 1. All you gotta do. If you wanted to change the hammer from, instead of attacking 2 wide and 2 long, change both of these to like a 1, and then you're done. That's all you gotta do. So you can now make attacks with custom patterns. So if you wanted to make it so like you had an attack that covered an entire inner ring, you can do that. If you wanted to have it cover, I don't know if you can do random. I think you can, but I don't know for sure yet. But you can do stuff like that as well. Let's see. What else is really interesting here that we found out? There's like so much that we found out, and we're still like researching a lot of it though. So, let me see. While I'm at it, if there's any ideas for battle stuff that I should check out and try to do, let me know while I do this. Because a lot of this stuff is still new and I'm learning as I go, but there's a lot that I can try to explain. So if I were to go over to here, let's see. Do you think you can mod the character designs to be like Goombella or Vivian? If by character design, do you mean like the TTYD art style? Do you mean like that? Let's see, let's go to actor. Let's close this. So for actor, let's see. We just fought. Let's see, what did we fight? We just fought some Krober. So here we go. Krober, I'm pretty sure is KSK here. So what I'm going to look for is, here's the health value for Krober. I'm going to attempt to change this to like 9,001. Yes. So I'm personally not going to do that because I'm not an artist. But if someone wants to create those sprites, they're more than welcome to do that. I can't draw. Like, you don't want me to draw. Trust me. You don't give me anything. I cannot draw. So I'm going to see if we can find this 28 above this long number that I don't even know what is. So, all right. So first, let me look for this number, and let us go ahead and switch back over to Hex. Also, let me get Mario in the tower so we can actually have some like ambient music while we do this. Also, let's go over here. Oh, how about you make a Super Mario battle system? Do you think that's possible? That's probably more possible than anything else. Only because the way Super works is that it's all field-only attacks. Because it's an action RPG versus a standard turn-based RPG. So, considering the fact that you can already attack, Paper Macho characters, I don't think it would be too difficult to turn Origami, or just regular enemies in general, into field-only battle enemies. But what you would then need to figure out would be the level up system, which the Origami King's level up system is similar to Super in the sense that all it does is raise HP and attack. So yeah, it's possible to do. It would just, take some work, but yeah, you could do that. Yeah, the Paper Mario fights already feel like an evolution of Super Paper Mario's concept of field fights. Yep, that's exactly it. I think that's exactly it. Just in a 3D space instead of a 2D space. Which I know is like ironic to say it, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so let me try to find the health value for the let's see, let's go. The health value for the Krober, so I can turn it to like 9,000. I also need some assistance by I gotta use a I'm using a decimal to hex converter to look for this stuff, because like a lot of it I don't immediately recognize. So I'm looking for a 1C. Aha, found it. Here we go. Alright, so this right here should be its health. So, I'm going to change this to 9001. Right, I know I can't open the file. I am aware of this. Thank you, HXD, for telling me what I can't do and turning everything into question marks. Man, I love hex editors. They tell you what you can't do, even though you know what you're doing. Make it seem like you don't. Make you look like an idiot. Okay, let's try this again. Hold on. So 9001. There we go. That's a beautiful number. That's a beautiful number. Okay. So this is 9001. We're going to save this. And then I'm going to see if this works. Which I can test here in a second, actually, if this actually worked. But if this works, we could, like, say, make an anti-guy fight already. Because we already have... Because all an anti-guy is in 64 is just a shy guy with massive attack damage and massive HP. So we can make anti-guy, like, really, really, really easily. If we want to do that. Do you think you can make this game story like Super Paper Mario Story? No, I could not, unless I did a whole lot of event editing, and story stuff takes a lot more time than actual game development, in my opinion. No, I didn't do that. Hold on. I'm trying to save this file. I probably enjoy TOK more if that concept was the main battle system. Yeah. You know what? I'd have to agree with you on that one, because I actually did kind of like the overworld macho system. The issue that I had is that there's barely any paper macho enemies to fight. And there's barely any overworld enemies to fight in general. So I was thinking of, because like some areas aren't like too big, I was thinking of the possibility of maybe making like miniature macho enemies, so that way they don't take up too much space, but you can still fight them in the field. Do you think you can change this game story? No, I can't do that. Are you looking forward to the Super Mario movie? Yes, I am. I cannot wait for that movie. This is the movie of all time that everyone, I believe, has been looking forward to all of their lives. And by everybody, I mean, like, you gotta remember, Mario came out, like, in, let's see, Mario himself came out, I think, in, like, the 80s. And, Super Mario Brothers, like, that game came out in 86? Yeah. So, Mario's pretty much, like, 40 years old. So, imagine being a kid and playing Mario when it first came out, and now you get to see an actual, real, not live-action Mario movie. Like, everybody's going to see this movie. Okay, so I got this file saved. I thought of Mini Macho enemies before. I'm glad that we're on the same brain wavelength, because I think Mini Machos would be pretty fun to fight. Okay, so now that I did all my behind the scenes, can't see my personal computer files type work, let me go back over here, and to verify that what we did worked, I can, let's see, close this, close this thing, close this, and close this. Yeah, I'm just close all that. Let's see here, open this, and let me see. I'm looking for some files that I can edit. And I think I have it right here. Yes, I do. There we go. Okay, so to double check this before I actually go into a battle and possibly waste my time, let's go to KSK. Here we go. Yep, found it. So now its health is 9,001. So let's see if this crashes the game or not, because I honestly don't know if it will. I don't think it will, because all it is just a value, but I want to see. What's your favorite Mario game if you had to choose between Color Splash and Sticker Star? Personally, I have honestly not beaten Color Splash, which is why I am currently going through and streaming. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm going through and streaming the entire Paper Mario series and like from the beginning, and right now I'm playing through Sticker Star. So if you want to see me play through all those modern games and then give my opinion, definitely make sure that you check stuff out. Is this just editing the game files on the fly without resetting it? No, I have to reset it every time because I'm using a hex editor, and the hex editor does not like it when you edit files that are in use, unfortunately. All right, so this is what we're gonna do. So, Krober had 28 HP. If this worked, I'm just gonna use these iron boots because I forgot to make boots usable again. Oh yeah, no. This is a forever battle. This is a forever battle, like for sure. We are going to be in this battle forever trying to fight these things. I kind of regret like giving it 9,000 HP now, but we know it works. We know it works. What is your opinion on the new Chugger Conroy Sticker Star videos? I honestly haven't seen a Chugga Conroy video in a few years. And that's not to say that I'm not a fan. I'm actually like a big fan of Chugga Conroy because years ago, and I mean like years ago, they did Let's Plays of Mother 3. And that's how I found out about them. And I became a fan ever since then. It's just that I don't really watch too many Let's Players anymore, honestly, so I haven't really, like, seen their videos. What is your favorite partner in this game, in your opinion? Professor Toad, because he's the only one that can take through the entire game after you get him. That's only because of bias. Okay. Yeah, alright, let me just waste my time. Now, the one thing I do want to do, and I hope to do in the future sometime. Let's do this. Okay. The one thing I do want to do is I want to make it so you can actually see the individual health values of enemies. Because they already give you like their name right there. So I'm wondering if I can like you know the boss HP meter that is always there for boss battles. I want to see if I can give that to regular enemies but make it smaller. If I can, that'd be phenomenal actually. My legendary boots are already about to break. Chugga Conroy is doing a series of videos comprehensively explaining why he hates Sticker Stars. Honestly glorious. Well, you know what? When it comes time for me to mod Sticker Star as much as we're doing with the Origami King, I will watch Chugga Conroy's videos and I will make a mod specifically to fix every single one of their complaints if I can. Also, I'm not going to do this entire battle. I'm going to be here forever. It's 9,000 HP, and of course yeah. You know what? I don't think I may have found this already, but I don't really remember. But I may or may not have found Runaway Chance. I don't really remember. Of course not. The bars with the names could shrink as they take more damage. Yeah, that's that. I was planning on doing something just like that. Let's see. Are you going to fix the battle system in Sticker Star when you mod it? Please do as terrible, or at least make stickers permanent. So, unpopular opinion, I actually like Sticker Star's battle system more than I do the Origami King. Because Sticker Star's battle system outside of the bosses requiring specific thing stickers to actually be able to beat them properly, easily. Other than that, I actually like Sticker Star's battle system. And that's really because a lot of the stickers in Sticker Star are just badges from TTYD, if you really think about it. Sticker Star's combat system is more fast-paced. That's also true, too. It is a lot more fast-paced. ZX Many did a video on the chances of running away. It was a mathematical formula of sorts. So, fun fact, ZX Many and I were in the around the time that ZX Many was doing those Paper Mario videos, I was modding this game in the very beginning, and it was me and ZX Many that were actually together doing the initial stages of modding, and we were looking at like memory addresses, and at the time we couldn't really do anything more than that. However, there's been a whole lot of new stuff, and actually I haven't tagged ZX Many in a long time about this stuff, but someone should let ZX Many know, like, now that, hey, we got some stuff going on now. We can do some things. Now, let me see what other things I wanna check. Could you tell us any new things added to the Origami King? How about instead of me telling you, I just show you, because I am playing Refolded right now, and it would be a lot better to show you. Keep in mind that I am playing my special dev build of Refolded that's not like public ready yet. So if this crashes, I might have to restart. What's my opinion on Olivia? I like Olivia. One thing that bothers me about Sticker Star's attacks is the action command is always the A button versus the various combos of stick, A, B, X, Y. Yeah. I don't even have words for that. Like, yeah, I mean, that was one thing I did like about 64 and TTYD was the combat itself. You had to use different combinations and stuff to make work. Favorite Legion of Stationery? I don't really know. I don't really know. I mean, I don't know. Either tape or rubber band, I guess. Can you give us a summary of why you like Olivia? I like Olivia because she is nice. That is really it. So, really quick, because we're talking about the new stuff added to the Origami King. So, this is a new underground test map that I think this was the first test map that I made a long time ago. And also, this is like have like a lot of items and stuff in here. I did not mean to. Yeah. I did not mean to hit you. This is actually not an enemy. This is an NPC. Yeah, renovation going on. So this is a bunch of stuff that I use to like test stuff. Here is a bone item that I made a while ago. You wish the boss scripts of Luigi Mansion 3 should have dialogue? Not really. Like, me personally, when it comes to like just dialogue and stuff like that, I'm not a writer. And me personally, even though Paper Mario, of course, as a story needs dialogue, of course, I'm pretty okay without it. There we go. So, I just want to get some of these items because, like, some of them I didn't really have. So, let me do that. What's your opinion on Goombella or Vivian? Goombella, I think, is the best guide partner out of Goombario, her, Tippy, Kirsty, Huey, and Olivia. She is the best guide partner. And, you know, Vivian's cool. So other new stuff, because we're talking about new stuff. So, brought in Quake Hammer. We have Zap Hammer. Also, not all the stuff that I made. Like, a lot of this stuff is made by a lot of the team members over at the Origami King Refolded. And so they've done a lot of stuff like Gray Fox. They made the model for the Zap Hammer. The Quake Hammer is always just a recolor. I did it like a long time ago. I never really updated some of these, but I will, and eventually I will do that. But let's see. We have... I think that's it for like attacks right now. Let's see items. So mushroom. We have fire flowers, shiny flowers, stuff like that. Koopa Cola. So this is a new healing item that I need to actually finish and make look nice. But so this is a new usable item to heal you, because we plan on like actually having food and stuff like that. So that's a test drink item that we're going to make. So I can't get any of this stuff. I'm sorry. So what else? What else we got? What else do we have? I think for the most part that's it. And then a bone. So, one of the ideas I did get from Sticker Star. Sticker Star has a lot of weapons that come from enemy drops, and which is like an expanded upon version of like the throwable items that you get in 64 and TCYD. So I plan on bringing a lot of those back. Do you think you're going to ask the writer for the Origami King to change the story to make it like Super Paper Mario? No, I am not, because that would honestly be a waste of time. Because, I mean, to rewrite an entire game, you gotta rewrite every individual dialogue, every event dialogue, all the cutscenes. It would just... It's way too much time. Do you think you will add a pit of 100 trials to the Origami King Refolded? My answer to you is yes, that is going to happen. And I have been waiting for this battle editing stuff specifically so I could do that. Because I can do that now. So, let me show you, like, that's one of the reasons why I've been doing all the custom map stuff. Other than, of course, I wanted to explain the game. But all this custom map stuff is specifically so we can do things such as bringing back the pit. That's it. Alright, so what are Refolded King Ali's motives again? The same as the original. I did not plan on changing... I personally did not plan on changing the main story at all. I do know that some of them changed. I do know... Hey, Scrooge is here. Yes, Scrooge can explain the writing, because they're the main person changing a lot of the dialogue to make it not... Make it more bearable. Okay, so let me go over to this magical door of magic, because this has like a lot of like the test stuff that I have in it. How would you ask the person that makes the models to make unique? Well, so we're talking about unique models and stuff like that. Here are a lot, not all of them, but here are a lot of the upcoming enemies that I'm going to be taking a lot of time in throughout the year 2023 to turn into original, fully functional enemies. So we have Clefs. Gray Fox made those. I made the Cheap Chomp, and the Daisy, and the Snow Pokey over there. We got the Ninjo, Ninjon, Ninjeri. We have Spike Goombas back. We have Spear Guy, a Dark Side Stepper, Dark Boo, a Speedia that honestly needs to be remade because I don't really know how to make stuff in 3D. We have Green Pokey, just like the Green Pokey over there in the corner. We have a unique enemy that I call a Glyph, which is reminiscent of the mural Koopa and Goomba that is found in Sticker Star. And those are intended to be in Shroom Temple in this game. We have Frost Piranha, we have some fuzzies that look dead because they're not moving. That's okay. Something needs custom animations. And we also have Lakitu back. I'm so glad that we have them. We have these Pokey. See, I know this one opens up a shop, so. What can I get you? Also, the shop, also custom shops and everything that's going to be possible as well. I kind of figured out how to do it. But to make a proper custom shop, you will need, you'll have to make an entire custom map just to pull it off. Unfortunately, but it is what it is. The normal flat green Pokey having different layering from the yellow one is bothering me. Yeah. Oh. It's only doing that because it's turned around. Hold on. Here, let me oh, actually no, it's not. Huh. There it is. Yeah. They were turned around backwards. That's what it was. So, and if I can do this, right? Here we go. Actually, none of these I can talk to because I didn't give them individual dialogue. And then, yeah, I didn't give any of those guys individual dialogue. Do you think you can do past reference to past Paper Mario games in this? Yes, because we already have. There's so much stuff to show here. So let's do this very glitchy, totally not a pot pipe. I don't think this works actually anymore. No, this still works. So we're good. We're good. We're good. We are good. So, very, very glitchy, not 100% working stuff yet, but we have custom pipes. And then, let me go through this way. So I can kind of talk a little bit I know I'm kind of deviating from the whole battle stuff, which is the whole reason why we're doing this stream. But I don't mind talking about what we haven't refolded right now because it is a lot of content that we haven't really been able to explain and isn't in the latest update yet, so it's fine. So, I have been going through and relocating all the enemy types in the game. So that way you won't find Goombas in the Origami Castle. So you will have Paragoombas, Spike Goombas, and regular Goombas here in the forest. Because they're early game, so you can expect that. And then a custom area. Let's see. I can go all the way up here. I want to know how the Legion of Stationery was made and how did Ollie bring them to life? Now that I do want to know too. So here is another custom area. Actually, this is one of the first major custom areas that I actually kind of completed. So here's the Goomba camp. We'll talk to this guy over here. Mario, I didn't know you were the outdoors type. Well, since you're here, help yourself to some rations in our tents. Sure, my pals won't mind sharing while they're out getting firewood. Say, if you see them, can you tell them to hurry up? I got beans to cook. But unfortunately, what the Goomba did not know is that his friends were sadly turned into folded soldiers by Ollie and his men. But anyway, so this is one of the custom maps I made. So it's very simple. Little area, but as far as throwbacks to old stuff, Gray Fox made the Candy Cane Hill, so thieves are back in full swing, looking nice. Also, I don't need to save here, don't need to do that. Welcome. For some reason when I played the Origami King and Yuzu, I get a flickering background depending on where Mario is standing in the room when you see the castle in the distance. Yeah, that's just a Yuzu bug that I encounter it sometimes too, and it's a graphics card thing, I believe. Deacon gonna ask the people who make the battle system to make the 1,000-year door battle system released in Super Mario. It's honestly, I'm telling you, as the expert in TOK Refolded, well, not just Refolded, but TOK modding in general, as the guy that's been doing it for 2 years, it's not going to happen unless you are a programmer. Unless you are a programmer with years of knowledge of knowing how to reverse engineer video games, it's not going to happen. Glad you stopped by, because we have a lot that's going on right here. The only positive thing I can say with the old system, because I know that's like the #1 thing that everybody wants, is that yes, we can keep partners. Yes, we can make new partners. Yes, we can make custom attacks. Yes, we can make new enemies. Yes, we can change the attack ranges, attack damage. We can make a pit of 100 trials. We can have new items. I'm pressing the wrong button. We can have everything except the original turn-based system. And yes, we can add more accessories, which means we can have a badge-esque type system as well. Sounds pretty hard to do anyway. Yes, it is very, very, very difficult to do, which is why I would not, like, ask anybody to do that, because unless they, like, are dedicated. Like, if I had, like, I don't know, 10 grand lying around, I would probably, like, donate that to a programmer to say, hey, would you want to do this? But I wouldn't expect anything. Is everyone in this game and Mario going to have unique interactions and personality? Please tell me the partner is going to have personality. I don't know really what you mean by that. So basically the hard part is removing the ring system and using a standard battle map instead. Maybe, because as I showed earlier, and I'll show it again here because now we're back in Toad Town. Now that we're back here in Toad Town, we did find there is a specific section for the ring puzzle itself, and it may be possible to disable the puzzle entirely. But I may not immediately be able to find that information. So, but I will try. I'll try it. Like, I definitely want to try it, but no promises if I can pull it off. But if I can pull it off, then the next step past the ring system would be making it so you can control partners. Because, you know, if you can't control partners, then, like, what's the point? And yes, this is Merlin's house. Let's go in here and check this out. Because this looks nice. Very, very glad. Very, very glad that this house was designed. Very glad about this. If you're looking for the guy who lives here, you're out of luck. I'm just house sitting for him while he's away. That is true. Just house sitting. Who made this house? I don't know. Some guy in the chat. Is it possible you can make it? Is it possible you can make it so you can skip through dialogue? I think yes. I don't know how, but I so desperately want to. Like, I really, 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 really want to. I just need to figure out exactly how to do that. But once I figure it out, yes, I will be doing that. Yes, that is Mer Lovely. That is a throwback to Mer Lovely. As a TOK runner, that would be amazing. Well, I do plan on... One of the reasons why I'm doing a lot of this modding stuff is now that I'm in the speedrunning server, I do kind of want to do more stuff for the modding community. So, a couple of things here. I want to see Sweet Tea. We will explore Toad Town. We can explore Toad Town. We can do that. We got some time. I showed off a lot of stuff at the battles right now. We can go and show what's in Refolded. So, some of the items. We have Super Boots and Ultra Boots. I made these like a very long time ago. Power Jump Boots, Mega Jump Boots. Made these a long time ago. This model needs updated for sure because this is Super Hammer. This model needs updated for sure. Hurl Hammer. Keeping the Hurl Hammer in because the Hurl Hammer and the Throw Hammer are the exact same thing. I may get rid of the shiny one. Maybe. Might not, but maybe. New models for the Fire Flower and the Ice Flower. We have the Mushroom, Super Shroom, and Ultra Shroom back. Any plans to perhaps make practice codes? What do you mean by practice codes? Do you think you can make everyone in the game in Mario have unique traits like Paper Mario out to your door? Like for example, you have small talking animation. You can making custom animations is actually it's simple to do, but scripting them to work, unfortunately, we cannot do any game scripting just yet. I know this may seem like redundant to say, but none of what I've been doing at all, period, hands down, that is in this mod has anything to do with editing the game script at all. So everything that you've been seeing so far, everything this past 2 years, we haven't even touched scripts yet. I have a little bit in Hex, but nothing like concrete. Also, got the slap hammer back, because who doesn't love the slap hammer? Haha! There's a practice code for TTYD, which brings up a menu that lets you modify stats, inventory, sequence, and warp you anywhere for the purpose of practicing speedrunning. Really? Huh. I would not know how to code that, but I do know it is possible. There is a tool, a couple tools. There's one tool known as Skyline for the Nintendo Switch, which allows you to actually edit the game's code on the fly. So you could do that, but I'm out of room of stuff already, huh? But I'm not I'm not a programmer. I don't know how to use that. But I don't mind like sharing that knowledge with as much people as possible, which is the whole reason why I do these streams and try to grow my follower base, grow my subscriber base, because the more I talk about it, the more new people come in to be able to say, oh, hey, I know how to do this. I can help you with that. Sure, why not? So, I already got these. I got a bone. I did not have a shell. Huh. Yeah, let me buy this shell. If you ever do make a script, please make it like 64 or How's Your Door or Super Paper Mario. Well, I will be honest, it's not going to come from me, but if someone wants to make that, more power to them. With the non-Toad NPCs actually feel like they live here and not just all on Bowser's army. Yes, and I already have done that with another town that we are about to go to here in a second. I use the codes to goof around, not just speedrun. Honestly, like I use cheat codes in general a lot too. Honestly, I use it in RPGs. I'm not gonna lie, I use it in RPGs. We'll be adding dozens more holes. We are going to add as many holes in this game as possible. You know what? I'm going to make it so this entire game is just one giant confetti hole that you cannot fill in, and you start with only one shred of confetti. I will do that. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, Sweet Tea. I didn't forget about Sweet Tea. I did not forget about Sweet Tea. Did not forget about Sweet Tea. And the cake house. Also, I'm so glad I didn't crash right here. I sometimes get crashes in Toad Town. So here we have Sweet Tea. I'm not going to try to talk to her because there's a glitch when doing so. And I don't want to accidentally do that. You know what? I'll do it anyway. So first off, here is Sweet Tea. So Sweet Tea is the new chef for Refolded. She is a student to Taste Tea, who taught her how to cook and everything. So whenever we can implement a cooking system for the game, you'll be coming to her bakery and she will be cooking all of your favorite dishes. And that being said, here's the glitch. Oh no, actually it's working now. Never mind. Okay. Oh my gosh, Mario! I can't believe that the Mario is in my kitchen. I'd love to have you be my first ever customer, but sort of forgot my cookbook back at my teacher's house. Oh, but that's okay. I have some recipes she gave me. Whenever you need something, just come see me. So, the idea here is, just like with Tasty and Zesty, you had to give them a cookbook so that way they can use 2 items. You would start off with only cooking 1 item with her, and then when you found her cookbook or got a new one, then she can cook 2 items. We survived the glitch. Yes, we did, because there was a glitch that I was afraid. I didn't want to show that on stream. I'm so glad. Like, I don't have any wood here. Like, my table's plastic, but knock on plastic, you know, we're good. All right, so back through here, I just have we have a shy guy. We have a spy guy here. What do you want? Look, I'm busy. Don't bother me. I love having, I love having cameos of old characters in just the randomest spots, especially like that. We got some kid toads here. Let's see what else I can show. What was the glitch that you turned to a regular toad? No, the glitch is, so in that house, before it was edited, the house has a toad in it that lays down on a bed, and what happens when you edit event scripts is, if you change something but you forget to remove the script, which I do a lot when I'm testing, then the character will bug out and use the animation that's supposed to be played with the event, but be in the wrong spot. So what would happen is you would have that toad just right there in midair, like this, with a big smile, just like that, talking to you. So I don't want to do that. You have dad toads. Oh yeah, let's go check out Rolf. Actually, I haven't seen Rolf in a minute. So Rolf is back. Rolf is the accessory shop guy. He is the main man. We also bought everything already here, so you know I can't even actually do the whole thing. But he is our guy. He is the main man, the head honcho. He is back once again, and he is going to be, of course, the de facto guy for all the accessories in the game. Okay. Let's go over here. There's one more character I'll talk to really quick. Let's do a few more stuff here. It'd be interesting if Intelligent System did a WarioWare RPG, considering they developed RPGs before. You know something? If they did a WarioWare RPG, it might actually be fun. Because WarioWare games are fun, and if they just made it like intentionally goofy like they always do, it could actually be fun, maybe. I'm not really worried about the festival. I've been preoccupied with playing the new Fire Emblem on my Switch. Oh, what's Fire Emblem? Do you live under a rock? Whoever gets that reference, 10 points for you. I know I've already said this, but I think before you ask you again, do you think you can make every Toad or NPC basically have unique personality that pay for more than the thousand your door? That's kind of like what we're already doing. Like, they already have, like, a personality that you can actually, you know, you can talk to them, and they have, like, the team that's changing the dialogue is doing that for a lot of the characters in the game. I'm not sure if they're doing everything, but the way I like doing my mod projects is, when I have a team, is that the whole overall goal for me personally is I just want to see what's all possible to mod the game. I'm letting other people put their hard-earned creations, their artistic talents in the game, and I'm just like having a specific rule set. For example, I'm not changing the main story because I want to have newcomers that have never played this game still be able to play this game without losing that experience. The characters, they have to be made in the art style of the Origami game, because if not, it just looks really weird. Also, here's Toadette. So, you know, just a lot of different things. I like letting people do their own thing, And I'm kind of just kind of there to kind of curate and make sure it makes sense. So, Picnic Road is to the north, the Great Sea is to the east, and Autumn Mountain is just a tram ride away. If you ever get lost, I'll give you a hand, Mario. Love having Toadette. I'll change anything about Princess Peach. Considering that you only run into her, like, at the end of the game, I don't really know. Look like the fresh ocean breeze. I need a boat. I don't think we didn't change this one at all. Do you think you can make the red spots on Love Toad heart-shaped? If anybody... I mean, I personally, again, can't do it, can't draw. But, if someone wants to do that or has the ability of making that, I have no problem putting it in the game, yeah. Do you think a Toad is going to have a crush on Toadette in this game? I mean, I don't really plan on, like, doing that personally. I think it would be cooler if that was another female Toad. See, that's another thing, too. So, as I've been going around, you've probably seen regular Toads, you've seen dad Toads, you've seen mom Toads, you've seen kid Toads. I would like to have a regular non-mom female Toad as well. And I want to have old Toads, because we don't have any old Toads. It's really hard to say that. Do you have couples in this game? There is a house. I'm going wrong. Am I going the wrong way? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm going the wrong way. No, I'm not. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? No, I'm not going the wrong way. I want to go this way. So it's a shock that Toadette has been implemented into the modern games. Yeah, she's the ultimate fit. Something must have scared intelligence down to the very core. Bring back the Master. Oh, I'm not ready for that fight. I'm not ready for that fight. Bring back the Master instead of giving him 99 HP. Giving him 999 HP. Again, as far as characters that are bringing back, I have no problem with bringing back older characters. I have no problem with new unique characters. It's just who you just gotta. If you make it, I'll implement it. That's the only rule. And then when it comes to Refolded, we also gotta figure out where it has to go. Like, I can't just make something for the sake of making something if it has no fit in the world. I do gotta, like, give it some kind of sense. And where I'm trying to find, let me see, is this pipe. This pipe right here. So can Origami Casa be expanded? Yes, and I am working on that as we speak. Well, not right this second, but I am working on it. Let me show a couple more things here, too. So we have various colored regular Koopas, Paratroopas out and about. And we have probably one of... This is... I'm going to be extremely biased. This is my favorite custom NPC in the entire game. Favorite custom NPC, hands down. This is Shelly. This is, like, a while back, I remembered asking that. I know a lot of people had, like, wanted to bring back older characters. I preferred bringing in a new character that fits the Paper Mario style, and this character does so much. This is amazing. This is, like, amazing. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I always get these two mixed up. I believe JP did this one. It was either JP or Jim Tendo, one of those two. So, she's from the Odyssey concept art, right? I honestly, I really don't know. Probably, but I mean, she is a para. JP, yeah, JP did it. Okay, yeah, she's a Parabuzzy. So it's Parabuzzy species, and I love this design so much. So very much. Then more stuff. I have a Lakitu that I left in the air because I forgot that I put it there. That is actually my bad. So, yeah, like I gotta put Lakitu. I keep forgetting that I leave Lakitu in the air and I can't like do anything with him. So, would Manders be possible? Yes, if we just can't make it like so you remember yesterday when we were talking about how it's a lot easier to make models using TTYD and supers and sticker stars, how they do their sprites, it's really like layered models and stuff like that. I can't do that in this game, but if someone were to make like full-on sprites for Mander, I'd have no problem with doing that. Do you think adding control to partners in battle could be possible? I'm not saying no, because that's something that I am looking into like now. We also have, it's a Grifter Monty. We have, I believe his name is Harry Gold. Harry Gold made a bunch of concept unique characters for Paper Mario, and luckily they have they were willing to allow us to put their concept characters in the game. So thank you, Harry Gold. I know you're probably not here in the stream right now, but I want to give a shout out to say I appreciate you allowing us to use your works of art here. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Do you think you're going to make Goombella in this game or Vivian? I have no plans on bringing back any old partners to be new partners. If they were ever cameos, that's one thing. But full-on partners, no. And the reason being is because this is a new game and I'd rather have new partners. I loved all of Harry Gold's designs. Reminds me of what we no longer have. Well, luckily, and again, I'm really glad Harry Gold has given us the okay to make this stuff and put it in Refolded, so you will see Harry Gold's designs here in Refolded. Because there's more too that we have, but I don't think there's some in a certain area that I think I didn't add correctly, so I gotta fix that. So, I'm going to Scorching Sandpepper Desert, but not really, because I did a lot of quality of life changes with Refolded 2. It's not all just, I added new things here, and we changed models there, stuff like that. It's not just that. I did some quality of life things. So, for example, this fax travel now takes you directly into Sniff City, instead of being in a rock in the same map as the world pipe for the desert, which makes no sense at all, period. And we have Dryites back. I believe Bruno XB made these, I believe, or made the designs for them, or someone else made the designs for them and then Bruno put them in. It's been a while since like a lot of these have been in here, so if I get the wrong artists that made these, I apologize, but we do have a list of who made what. And I do want to credit the right people. So we have Dryites. The Dryites look too bright. That's also because we are standing in the middle of the sun. That is why they're bright. That's literally it though. So we have Mowser's back, little Mowser's. Let's see where else is here. Talk to you. Tibbs came in and pretty much took over, but to be honest, we weren't really doing much with the place anyway. It's okay. That reminds me, there's a lot more TTYD leftovers in Super Mario that has been documented. Little Mousers are one of them, and their feet are even adjusted for Super Mario's percent. Really? Really? There's so much cut content in this entire series, it just makes no sense. We have Rex, just chilling out. What's going on, Rex? Can you make the sky dark? I have been trying to do that, but I've had no success. We have Ratui's back as well. We have bandits over there in the background. So yeah, Sniff City / Shroom City is pretty much going to be like the outlaw town, similar to Dry Outpost. Talk to you. But no, this entire town and luxury hotel was occupied before we got here. But now that the toads are back, we're okay with sharing the space with them. Yeah. Okay. Please tell me you're going to think about at least adding some old partners, at least one. Maybe you guys might think about the future. Again, I'm not going to add any old partners as new partners to use in battles because this is a new game. I want to keep with new partners. What if you pop on an NPC here? The only rule I have for Paper Mario is that I only really want to use either mainline or Paper Mario universe characters because I don't want to mix those two universes. Even though I know Paper Jam already did it, but I don't really want to talk about Paper Jam right now, please. Let's see. What else? What else? I don't remember. I don't remember if I changed or fixed this. Oh, no. That's it. I mean, what I mean by the same universe is more like... Okay, I feel like... Oh, hold on, time out. I feel like I'm thinking of the wrong character. Where is Popple from? Oh, right. Okay. You know how I was thinking about? You know how I was thinking of? I was thinking of... Who's the guy from Mario and Luigi? Like the first Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Shoot. Who's that guy? The guy when Bowser was a rookie. Like, he wasn't the main bad guy, he was a bad guy. Yeah. Okay, so I am thinking about the same guy. So, you know what? You are right, actually. You're 100% right. You are 100% right. You are 100% right. So, I honestly did not think about the fact that the Bean Kingdom has been here in TTY, well, in Paper Mario, like, the entire time. Wow. And they did have Chocola Cola. That is true. My concern... Oh, man. I'm afraid if I were to like go in the Refolded Discord and say, hey, so about Beans and Mario and Luigi series stuff, we can go ahead and add them. I'm afraid of what might happen, though. That's the only thing I'm afraid of. I don't want to say no. It's just... I honestly forgot that Beans were actually in Paper Mario. Wow. I'm gonna try to answer these questions because like chat is scrolling a whole lot. So, let's see. Chocola Cola is a way to censor the wine from the original script. Oh, I got it. What if I make my own partner like Nubella partner and just make her battle animation the partner anyway? I'll send it to you. You will deny it. No, I wouldn't mind like if you want your own partner. If you make everything for it, I wouldn't mind implementing it in the game. But I wouldn't put it in Refolded. I'd like send it to you personally, but that's still a whole lot of work. But do you have any plans for the partners to be swappable like they were in 64 TTYD? Yes, I want to do that. Let's see, what else? That's one reason I consider early PM games with Mario Luigi games. Mainline same one universe. You bring in an M&L characters, then there will be people ask for DK and WarioWare in the whole Mario verse. Let's see. We can add Paper Mario from Mario Luigi and the Paper Jam in the game. I feel like we just opened up Pandora's box. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Okay, let's start with Beans. I legitimately, honestly, truly did forget, and this is my bad, that Beans were even a species in Paper Mario. So I will give those ones a pass. There is a DK mask in this game, and there is a Metroid mask in this game. Okay, alright. Tell you what. I'll make you a deal. Okay? For the longest time, and this is something that we in the Refolded team, we honestly need to discuss. It's never been that I was against having all these other characters. It was just always just the fact that, you know, I wanted to have more characters that look like they belong in Paper Mario in first. That was like it, which is why I really like Shelly. But we'll talk about it, and if people really do absolutely wholeheartedly, hands down, have to have Mario and Luigi series characters in here, then I will consider it. My only wish is that if we do add them, if we design them to look like they still fit the Paper Mario universe. As long as we do that, I'll be okay with it. Do you think it'll be a total cross to that in this game? I do not plan on doing any ships. Okay, let's see. What else fancy I do want to show off? So here's what I'm gonna do. I can design a PM design for probably if needed. Yeah, if you design it, then sure. Like we're gonna open up the discussion. We will open up the discussion. You know what? It's 2023. We're here doing some new stuff. I'm not even guessing anymore. Let's try it. The idea of bringing in more characters from other sub-series is cool, but this is TOK at its core. It's better to focus on fixing up TOK and making it fit into the PM universe, in my opinion. And I share that opinion. That has been my major #1 thing, which is why I've only really been focusing not even on the characters. I've let the artists do their thing, but on the mechanics of the game, the world of the game, and stuff like that. So that way, this game can feel like an actually good PM game. So I agree with that. But I also I'm not against any ideas. That's my thing. I'm not against any ideas. I would just need to see it and know where they would fit. So for example, Popple, I don't have anything against Popple. I don't have anything against Beans. But where would you put them? Now for Brewster, not Brewster. That's Animal Crossing. The guy from the bar in TTYD, we can bring him back. And in fact, I think I did it like a long time ago, but it didn't look good. I can bring him back in the Origami King as the cafe guy. I have no problem doing that. But anybody else, I need to know exactly whatever it's going to do. Where it's going to be. You guys are asking for too much if I'm being honest. I think it's really a lot of people with a lot of ideas now, and what it really truly is, I don't think it's necessarily people for asking for too much. I think it's that people have imagine you have a jar, right? All your favorite things are in a jar, and every few years you get to open up that jar and pick out your favorite things and have a good time with it. There's some new things in that jar. Cool. That's what the Paper Mario series has been up until Sticker Star. When that Sticker Star showed up, that jar was sealed tight, and it's been sealed tight since 2012. All those favorite things have been in that jar, and no one's been able to touch them. It's made everybody sad. Now, we have a way of opening up that jar and putting all of these things that have been just shelved for the longest time out in the open. I think that's what's really happening. Simpson was Abandoned Town. Yeah, Papa would fit, that would fit Abandoned Town. That one makes sense. But as far as, anything else, that's different. Do you think there'll be some romance in Refolded like Toad and Toadette, or at least be a kiss from Peach to Mario? I don't plan on making any kind of specific romance events. There are a few more things I do want to show. Let's see here. In fact, let's go this way. And where I'm going to show here is I'm going to go back here to my little test room area with doors that are indoors. I don't think I put anything in there, but I'm not going to touch that. So these 3 doors here have been going to the different custom maps that I've been working on. But they're still like nowhere finished. So let me go this way. So first things first, I made it so we can go back into the volcano because you only come to this place once and never again. I am planning on coming back to the volcano and really having an entire mountain world. So that way we can actually expand upon Sweet Paper Valley, which only has one actual map, which sucks. And have a more mountainous region. And I'm going to make it so there's a path going from the mountain area back to the volcano, back to Origami Castle. So that way there's another path. The next thing, let's see here. I hope this is not the broken one. Maybe the broken one, may not be the broken one. No, it's not. It's a good one. Good. This is a swamp map that I remember showing off like a while ago, and it's probably the more fleshed out map that I've been making. And this is kind of like, I don't know where I'm going to put a swamp just yet, but I'm planning on having the swamp be a ghost type area because there is no ghost area in the Origami King at all, and it desperately needs to have one so we can have booze, we can have whatever else in there. I want to have more extra towns and stuff like that. I don't think I'll do another mansion type thing because mansions have already been done, what, 2-3 times already, and I don't want to do that again. But I want to think of something, and so a swamp came to mind when it came to that. So I want to do something there. Is there reading the lighting is off in the volcano? Yes. There's something weird with having custom maps and lighting. So like everything that I'm showing right now, this is all like I copied maps, I copied and I edited maps, or I did whatever to them, and made them like their entire original files in the game. That's why the lighting, it doesn't look right, because the lighting doesn't work yet. Let's see. Maybe in the purple streamer area could fit there. I was thinking, well, purple streamer is the ocean, which is going to be the next thing I want to show you. And this is going to be like the last one I can show you because I get stuck here and I can't get out. So this is going to be, I already have an idea for 5 things. And it's going to be swamp, sky, snow, mountain, and sea. And the only thing that doesn't start with S is, of course, mountain, because I don't know what synonym for mountain starts with S. So I do plan on having like 5 more areas in the game that are as large as the 5 streamers that we currently have. So right now I can't really speak on them because it's still in really big testing areas, but this would be a good fit for all the extra custom characters that people are thinking about, as well as enemies and things like that, because since I don't want to remove the base game at all, I thought about having an expanded extra game that you can go to and explore if you want to. It's completely optional. None of it's going to be required at all. But you can still explore and still, you know, find a lot of other secrets, special items, special enemies, and stuff like that. Summit! Yes! You are a genius! Thank you! Summit! Okay. So yeah, so sea, summit, swamp, sky, snow. Alright, awesome. The 5 S's. Cool. But anyway, yeah, so this is something I'm going to be working on mainly up 2023. It's going to be all the battle stuff that we did earlier today and all the new map stuff, because now we are at a point to where we can just outright expand the game, but it's still going to take a lot of work. So my request for all of you is to just simply do this. If you see me post something related to this stuff, do me a solid, share it, spread it, talk about it, whatever. Let people know what we're doing, because what I'm also doing at the same time is I'm trying to reach out to people with programming knowledge to help with stuff like editing script files, script files, custom collision and stuff like that, because there are still some things we cannot do. And if you want to change absolutely everything you don't like about modern Paper Mario, then we're going to need more hands. And so, like, that's my only wish, is for that to happen. And then once that is all complete, I can then finally, like, move away from the Origami King, because I feel like that's my magnum opus. And then I can move on to Sticker Star, Color Splash, or wherever else. So that's my request to you all. So, before we end this up here, got about 10 more minutes left. If you have any questions, I'm going to be answering as many as I can right now. So, I think you can really consider adding some old partners like Bill and Villian. I'm not going to be adding any old partners. I'm not going to answer that question anymore. All right, I do have a question though. Will you make Origami Peach a boss fight? I don't want to beat up Peach. I'll beat up a Toad like all day, every day, which is why I made Glyph. But I don't really want to beat up Peach again. But I'll consider it. I'm not saying no. Not saying no. I'll consider it. Are there any plans to change the stationary bosses? Yes. Now that we can edit the battle system, we can honestly revamp the attacks, HP, and stuff like that. So in that sense, yes. But I also want to mull around with the idea of making little origami characters, just like Ollie and Olivia, and have those be the actual Legion of Stationery, and the tools they use just be like big machines that they operate. That's all. That's what I would love to do, personally. Do you think you can make this game available to Mac users? I'm not available. I'm not sure if Yuzu or Ryujinx, the other emulator, works on Mac. So if it does, you'll have to look that up, but I can't do that. Glyph. So Glyph, and I showed it earlier, but Glyph is a brand new enemy that I made based off of the little cutout soldiers. But I designed it to look like the toads that are in the hieroglyphs in Shroom Temple. So, and since I'm stuck here under the sea with no water, I can't get back out to show you. Do you guys have control of the battle systems to make it like that to your door? No, we cannot. Jay just mentioned to the bosses wonderful news. Can't wait to see the designs for the Origami League of Stationery. I think that when the time comes where we can actually edit the scripts for the game, then that's probably will be the time for me to really look into, okay, should we make brothers and sisters or friends or whatever for Ollie and Olivia? Should we expand that story? That will be the time to have the discussion, but time will tell if that's even possible. I would love to do it. Gotta see if we can. So, let's see. Do we have any other questions before we head off for tonight? You're heading off. Thank you so much for checking us out. I hope you have a good night. Let's see if everybody has any other questions. And in the meantime, I'm just going to go walk around here for a little bit. So, there's actually no collision down here whatsoever. So I had to copy a collision file from another thing. Let's see. Honestly, think they can remain how they are. I'm not a big fan of Origami Legion of Stationery. And that's why I was like, I don't really need to change the main story at all. But I could... I could make a version without new origami if we ever do that. So, you know, but again, it's not like a definite thing. It's just an idea. Is Hooktail feasible? I think so. I think so. I really do think so. Yes. Yes. Because Hooktail's 3D. Yes. I think so. I think so. Hold on. Like, my brain is working now. Hold on. I'm thinking. So, I'm pretty sure... I have to try. I would honestly have to try it. But I'm pretty sure that if I had the model and animation for Hooktail, I could probably turn that into a boss. That would be really cool. Excuse me. Excuse me. That would actually be really cool to try to do something like that. You can make Olivia more involved in the story. I don't know how more involved she can get because she talks for Mario. That's before. Are you planning on adding abilities to the other partners? Yes, I want to, because if we can make it so you can select partners, I do want to make it so you can have more abilities. Like, for example, Professor Toad can dig, and he's like the only useful character. But I'm wondering if we can give the same action that Professor Toad has to other characters, but just make them do other things. So, I want to try that, yes. Because, like, for example, well, the partners that are in the game now, the only one that's actually useful is Professor Toad, really. Because, like, Bowser Jr. is not going to help you, and you don't really have him that long. Kamek's not going to help you, and you don't even have him that long. Bobby is, like, will be the only one, but he can't do what the bombs are meant to do, you know. I don't know. It's like, that's the interesting one. Well, and see, that's why I was like, I would rather make new partners, so we can do stuff like that, though. But I don't know. That's just an idea. But for that being said, for everyone, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna end the stream off here now. It's been a special stream. We're at the end of 2022. We've had a lot that has gone on throughout this entire year. A lot of you, whether you have just now checked out what we're doing for Refolded, whether you're new to my channel, new to my Twitter, or whatever, I want to thank you all for supporting everything that I've done throughout this past year, because I really, really appreciate that. Before you head out tonight, do me a favor, if you haven't already, click subscribe and tell your friends to come and join us too, because once I can really get the word out about what we're doing, I think we can really start seeing a lot of really amazing things in the modern community, because my overall goal isn't necessarily to make Refolded. I'm doing that, but that's not my goal. My goal is to take all of the complaints that all of you have with modern Paper Mario and fix them. And if I can make that happen, I think that's a job well done. So with that being said, everybody, you know, you all have a fantastic night. Tomorrow will be the last stream of the year, actually. Tomorrow we're probably going to do more Mario Kart 8. So if you want to join in Mario Kart 8 tomorrow 9 p.m. EST, I will be here. So I will see you then. Thank you and have a happy new year.